Well, it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. It rained all day yesterday, but it's all cleared up and really nice today. So I thought I'd take a little walk around the lake at the apartment complex here. It's a nice lake. It's got a couple of fountains. It's stocked with fish for people that like the fish. Although you wouldn't want to swim in it because it's really nasty looking. And there are signs that say no swimming, so that's a good thing. But most of the videos I make on my channel are geared towards my animals. But I haven't really made anything about the stuff that means even more to me, which happens to be my faith. And so I guess it's appropriate, given this is Sunday and a week before Easter. For those that don't know, I am a Christian. I go to a Baptist church. I like to say I'm a Baptist by membership and Christian by faith. I don't necessarily agree with everything Baptists have to say, but I've been raised in that church and I agree with most of the things, and 98% of the things, and there's no other denomination that's close for me. And God's done some really awesome things for me in the past couple of months. Those of you that really know me from other areas know that I was in a hectic year last year. My wife lost her job in February 2011 and went jobless for 13 months. During that time, we had to survive solely on my salary, selling some stuff, and gifts from family members, and the almighty credit card, which I despise doing because we had just gotten to the point where we had paid them down to next to nothing and had to load them back up again. And if it wasn't for my faith, I wouldn't have made it. Lots of people asked me why I wasn't more worried, and I said, I'm just not. My faith helps me stay strong and look forward to the blessings that come, and try not to focus on the bad things going on in life. And let me just kind of tell you about it a little more. Wow, it's really windy. So I had a substantial savings that we lived off to, and I just ran out of savings in the end of October. And in November at work, we got our Christmas bonus, or our profit sharing bonus as they like to call it these days. And that was a nice shot in the arm, so that helped us through a couple months. Then, of course, we got our tax returns, because we made a lot less money last year. We got a much bigger tax return, and we've still got a lot of that money. And then about a month ago, at the beginning of this month, of last month, Shannon got a new job, working at a Goodwill store part-time, about 30 hours a week. Brings in, after taxes, about $800 a month, which is tremendous. And just a little over a week ago, I got promoted at work and got a 10% pay raise. And so the silver lining is hit finally. Other cool stuff, if you keep track of the videos, is that one of my friends at church that's a bigger snake breeder than me has decided that he didn't want to do it anymore. He had other things he wanted to focus on, so he started offloading his stuff. And I've been the beneficiary, because unlike the other people he sells to, because he knows me, he's letting me pay him off $100 a month until I pay it off. So I'm paying him for $100 a month for like the next year and a half for all the stuff I've gotten. It's just amazing. I've gone from 2 snakes to 18 snakes in a year's time. 2 months ago I had 8, and I was going for 2, 3 clutches tops, and now I'm getting 4 snakes came gravid from him. So I've got 4 clutches coming from him, at least 1 of my own, maybe another, so I could have 7 or 8 clutches. I'm glad I decided to build a bigger incubator than I needed, because I'm certainly gonna need it now. But it's just, some people are gonna say it's pure luck, but I call it a blessing from God above, and I'm going to do my best to pay my homage to that. And I've thanked him over and over again in prayer. And I've been real bad about, or had been real bad about prayer. I'm still not where I should be, but I was at the point where I only, prayed when I needed him, when I really should be praying, at any chance I get to pray. And so I'm going to try and do better at that. And being in the Bible Belt here, there's a church around every corner, and it's like you can't live here and not know who Jesus Christ is. So if you don't know what it means to be a Christian, then there's some misconceptions out there. Going to a church doesn't mean you're a Christian. There are people who go to church every day of their life, every Sunday, and they can die and go straight to hell because they don't have the faith. They don't believe all the stuff they've been teaching, or they have the wrong belief. The bare bones of Christianity is you understand that there's a God that created the world and everything in it. You understand that you yourself are imperfect, that you make mistakes. And you understand that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and the Son of Man, and that he died so that he could take the punishment of your sin, and that you accept that God is God and Jesus is Lord. So if you accept that, if you believe it and you accept it, then that's all you need. God has reached his arm out in a lifeline through Christ, and all you have to do is reach your arm back and say, I accept the gift. I accept the salvation, and I accept you as Lord, and I accept you as God. And I'll do my best for the rest of my days to obey as best I can. And that's what I've done, although I screw up every day. Every 10 minutes I screw up in some way. But I know that every sin I've ever committed, or ever could commit, past, present, and future, is taken care of. It's washed away, and I don't have to worry about it. So I know when I die, I will not be condemned. So if you didn't know that, then that's what it is. It's not about rules and regulations, doing this, saying that. It's about your relationship to God, your relationship to Jesus Christ. Because you can know who He is. Even the demons in hell know who Jesus Christ is. They know He exists. But they're in hell. So it's not a matter of just believing they exist. You have to accept the lordship of Christ. And you can talk about Deuteronomy and Leviticus until you're blue in the face about rules and regulations and all that. And that's something that the Hebrews had to do back in the day because, Jesus wasn't there yet. They had to do all of these things. And basically the point of that was for them to realize, hey, we can't do all of these things. So we need someone who can do all of these things for us where we can't. And that's what Jesus was. He was the fulfillment of all of that. So it doesn't mean that you can just go and willy-nilly do everything and anything you want and it's out of hell free pass. You still try and do your best. Still try and obey God the best you can. But if you screw up, it's not as big of a deal as it could be. So that's me sharing my faith the best I know how. So I guess I'll head back in now. Certainly is a beautiful day. Hope to talk to you again soon. Bye.